Can we skip to the good part?
It doesn't really work that way.
What do you mean? I did the thing with the hand.
Yeah, no, that's not actually real. It's not.
Miss Rabbit has fainted. Miss Rabbit has fainted again.
Maybe
I don't know why they do videos like this. I don't think it's funny. I really don't.
I'm the problem. No.
Just remember that you're the prize always. Say that
Of
one more
course
time.
you are.
Just remember that you are the prize. Yes.
Of course.
As long as I'm in my apartment, I'm okay. But when I want to go out, I get weird.
I'm the worst single person ever because I'm not going out, I'm not exploring anything, I just sit at home. But whatever. I don't chase, I attract.
What do you attract? What do you attract? Views on TikTok? What do you attract? I don't get it.
You are so fine, you know that?
Thank you.
How many boyfriends you got?
Not enough.
No, we cannot link up. Only exist online. I'm not real.
Here's my dating roundup for 2024. I blocked everyone and I changed my phone number. Now here are my non-negotiables for dating in 2024. We're no longer clapping for the bare minimum. Good morning, good nights. It doesn't excite me. Also, people challenge me on this one a lot, but if you don't make as much money or more than me, I've been a road dog before. They don't get treated well. Now it's good about...
Yeah, but you still blocked everybody from 2023 and you still are single. So something that you're doing is not working, and I can bet everything I have that you still had all these requirements in 2023 and it still didn't work. So it's just another TikTok with a different year slapped on it, and it doesn't mean anything, guys.
In 2023, so I'm going to continue in 2024 not giving a... If I sniff a red flag, forget I exist.
You're wearing red. You're a walking red flag.
Also done with apps. So unless I meet you in real life or you're a referral, may the odds be ever in your favor.
My strict dating rules for 2024. We're fucking doing it. You might think as a single girl, my priority should be actually finding an appropriate date instead of making rules for non-existent ones.
Yeah. You can see all these women on TikTok giving advice on relationships, on dating, and they're single.
But I live on planet Sarah. On planet Sarah, we do things a little differently, okay? And I know I joke around a lot, but 2024 is going to be our year. See how I said our? Because I'm not selfish. I am actually quite selfish, but not when it comes to the girls, okay? So I'm including you guys in this, and I want us to raise our standards. Raising the bar. Dropping our knickers, no. Raising the bar.
Guys, you don't even need to see the rest video. It's long, it's boring. You don't need to see the rules. You don't need to see her dating rules. You can tell everything about her just from what you saw. She lives on planet Sarah. Raising her standards, dropping her knickers.
I'm going to go ahead and say that dating apps are out for 2024. We're done. We did it. We tried it. I think it was a very millennial thing. And a good percentage of you guys were lucky and successful.
No, it's not a good percentage. It's a very small percentage.
And I think are happily married. Congrats. But for the rest of us that were kind of left behind, the ones that didn't work out with, I think we need to put it to bed. I think we need to, not literally, I think we need to put it to rest. Delete all of them out. I recently re-downloaded Hinge, okay? And I'm just kind of curious. See what's out there.
She just said she wasn't doing dating apps anymore, and now she's talking about Hinge.
It's the same people. It's the same people. We're all still there. So I think we try something new this year. Maybe talk.
Guys, I really wish people stopped using dating apps, but it will never happen. The guys that have luck there, that can get women there, will still use them. And if they use them, they will attract women.
People in real life, meeting people, doing things that you love, and you meet someone who has the same hobby as you. That would be cute. But the dating app, not in 2024. Not for me. You will not see me on there.
If your girl takes days to text you back,
Text her this. Nothing. As harsh as it may sound, it just means she's not interested. Women make time for guys they are interested in. You're on your phone 24/7, so just do yourself.
Even if she's working, she has her phone next to her. If she doesn't answer, she's not that into you. I've told you this before, guys. She's not that into you. It doesn't matter what she's doing, what she's working, where she is. Women have their phone everywhere with them. And if she doesn't respond in like, I don't know, half an hour, she's not that into you. You can believe me, you cannot. You can say, oh, but she's a career woman, she's working hard, she can't use the phone. Okay, then why are you dating her? Because probably her career is more important for her than you. You don't have any priority in her life, so why are you trying to date her?
Favor and walk away. And it's not like she's the only woman on this planet. There are billions of women. So don't waste your time.
Yeah, but the problem is that guys get caught in one woman or another. Like when you don't get enough attention from women, when you don't talk enough with enough women, then you get caught up in one. Oh, you think she's the one, she's worth it. She gave me a text back after 2 days. She gave me a small sliver of attention. And now you're pursuing her head on. There is no other woman that exists on planet Earth. It's not the way to go. It's not. You just look desperate. You just look needy. And she doesn't care about you if she doesn't answer. And if it takes 2 days to answer, you're just an afterthought. After 2 days, she remembered that you texted.
Because you deserve so much better.
You're really gonna like this restaurant.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, well, I work for...
Work? You work for somebody? It's giving broke. It's giving insecure.
Did I say work? No. I'm an unemployed felon.
Get me pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, so nothing has changed in 2024. If you were expecting to go on this video and see something different, see the world changing, you were mistaken. Nothing has changed.
Yeah. Get me pregnant. You can get out.
The most toxic expectation women have of men, expecting him to relate to feelings the way a woman does.
Yeah.
Men have a completely different relationship to feelings than women. They don't trust feelings. They trust facts. It's not how men operate. For a man, it's more about what he values, what he stands for, what facts he trusts. So instead of asking a man,
Yeah, and most men get this wrong. You see the red flags with your eyes. I teach you the red flags. You can see them in TikTok videos. But you still go after her. That's not logical. It's not. By the way, guys, stay till the end of the video if you want to see me answer the top 2 questions from the last video. Because from now on, each video I will answer the top 2 questions from the previous one. So stay till the end.
and how he feels about something, ask him what he thinks. You can learn a lot more about a man if you ask what he thinks rather than what he feels, because he can relate to that word, thinks.
Yeah.
Like a new benchmark that I think we're gonna go with is like, if we don't think the person that we're with is like the coolest, and I don't mean like does the coolest things or like, you know, in that sense, I mean like we think they're fundamentally in their soul cool. They're kind, the way they are in the world, the way they are.
So if you're not perfect, you're not for her. If you're not Superman, you're not for her.
With people, we look at them and we're like, wow, that is, I just think they are the tits. If we don't think that, we don't hang out with them. Like, new benchmark, we gotta be looking at our person being like, this kid, that kid's it for me. That's what I'm trying to do.
I don't know why women think like this. They think like a man will just come perfect in a box, exactly how they imagined, and if it's not exactly like they imagine, you're not it. You're not the one. You're just an afterthought.
So like, new standards. That's where we're looking.
Like, yeah. So
I'm
like,
fine. Everything's okay. Trust me, I'm fine. I'm not okay. No.
so basically, guys, in this video, she says what every woman says, and then she explains what they actually mean when they say they're fine, they're not actually fine. And I know a lot of you guys say, well, I can't understand women. Well, that's why I'm reacting to videos like this, to make you understand. That's why I'm picking TikToks like this to react to them, because I'm trying to make you understand how women think. And I know a lot of you will say, well, I don't want to go to all this trouble just to understand how women think. Okay, but if you want to get a woman, and a good woman, you need to understand how they think. You need to relate to them. You need to know how they operate. If you don't, if you can't see the red flags, you will never be successful. That's the truth. If you don't put any work into it, you won't get a woman. It's like everything in life, you have to put in work.
No, everything's not fine. I'm mad about something that I probably shouldn't be mad about, and I don't want to talk about it because then I'm going to sound crazy, and you're going to think I'm crazy. But what I will do is bring it up 5 months from now, just so you know that I was once upset about it. I don't know where I want to go to eat. I don't know.
She really doesn't.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter. I'm not that hungry. I'm
Jeez.
so hungry right now, to the point where I don't even know where I want to eat, but I am kind of craving Chick-fil-A, but I don't know for a fact if I want Chick-fil-A, so I'd rather just go somewhere that you know you want, so then I don't have to think about all my options and things that I want, because I just need food right now. Yeah, we should totally do that sometime. I will never go there in my life. I have no interest in actually doing that, but I want to give you the false hope of maybe one day it'll happen.
Yeah, guys, that's why I was successful with women, because I could understand them. It didn't matter to me what they said. It was the way that they said them, how they talked, the way they were dressed, how they looked at me. Everything, every small detail, I could subtract from what she would say and understand what she was truly wanting to say, but she didn't. That's why you need to understand women.
Because then I don't have to explain why I don't want to do it or like it. Or maybe I just don't like you.
You will never miss out on something that is meant for you, even if it comes in a roundabout way. Let me explain. We all know the saying, everything happens for a reason. But I think sometimes we forget the concepts behind that. Remember when you were going through that really difficult breakup, and you were like, oh my gosh, I'll never find someone like this ever again. But then you stumbled upon someone else, and you're like, wow, if I never went through that, I would never get to the place where I am now. You can take this into every aspect of your life. When one door closes, another one opens. And I think sometimes we forget about this, because we're so focused on what is gone, that we're not focused on what's to come. And
Okay, that's true, I admit it, but you can look at it my way. My way is, you shouldn't have done those mistakes from the start. You should have seen the red flags from the start. You shouldn't have had that failed relationship. That's why I'm doing these videos, guys. To try to teach everybody not to make the same mistakes I did. I had girlfriends that I didn't match with, that I didn't care, that we had nothing in common, but they looked really, really good. And that's all I cared about, because I was young and stupid. And it didn't work out. I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I want you to see the red flags. I want you to understand women. I want you to do everything right from the start, so you don't have to close that door for another to open. That's what I'm trying to do, guys.
I'm gonna say it because no one else is. Feminism's gone way too far. Okay?
Of course.
Men can't even look in the same direction for too long at the gym because they're terrified someone's recording them and then blast them all over the internet later on. Can't ask for a phone number because you might also look like a creep. Really can't even exist at this point without apologizing. And I'm tired of it because they're the same women that complain that no man talks to them or approaches them. You know what? You want him to go up to you? You have to go up to him at this point because that's the reality you've all created.
I think that there is an anti-dating culture at the moment. Okay. I think that men and women are being encouraged to be treated as adversaries, not as equals.
I think it's transactional today. I think it's easy today.
True.
Whatever's too easy to come, you devalue it. My era, you had to court. You had to have scripts. You had to build relationship. You had to follow up. We had MySpace. The last time I was single, there was MySpace.
Yeah, I had MySpace.
I DM'd my wife on MySpace. Eventually, we're in Palm Springs for the first time. She's single, I'm single. We go on a date, there's magic. She goes home. The next day I take her, we go do stairs in Santa Monica. We go to church, we go to Earth Cafe in Santa Monica. Then we go to Borders. I buy her a book on our second date called 101 Questions to Ask Before You Get Engaged. On our second date, she's like, what's this?
You can't do this now. You can't. I respect this man. He's really smart. He knows what he's talking about. But You can't do that now. Women are not the same. They're not. They're not. Try going on a date and giving a woman 101 questions. Oh, you want to talk about marriage? Oh, what? You're love bombing me. You're crazy. You're this, you're that. How can you talk that on your second date? You can't do that now because you will look like a creep.
I said, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. I'm 28 at the time. I said, I know exactly what I want. I've already done this exercise with 3 other girls. If you want to go through it, great. You need to answer the questions. Let's meet up when you're ready and let's go through it. Week later, 6 hours at her place, one by one, each question we go through. I said, this is somebody I can date. And by the way, it's ugly because you got to talk about everything in a book. That's not it anymore.
So it's time to answer the top 2 questions from the last video. I will be doing this every video from now on, guys. So if you have a question and it's a good question and you're not swearing and you're not calling me names and stuff like that, I will try to answer them. First question is, and I just took one of the questions because many of you asked this, what happened to me? Well, basically nothing. I just went to another country for some stuff. And I came back before Christmas, and then I spent Christmas here and New Year's, and now I'm back on the channel. I'm not going to go into details because it's irrelevant. Okay, so the next question. Here's a question. What do you think of model agencies using AI instead of real women? Good for them. I think as long as men will pay for that, it's our fault. It's not their fault. If they can make money using an AI, good for them. Why aren't you doing it? You can make money from it. Why aren't you doing it? I know that there are AI models on OnlyFans and they're making lots and lots of money. And in my opinion, it's because of the men. If men stop paying for this, there wouldn't be AI models doing this. So supply and demand. And he also says, plus Google and Twitch getting desk jobs which are predominantly held by women. Not exactly about dating, but the Godfather RIP said winter was coming for ladies' jobs and he was not wrong. I know Google laid off a lot of people and Twitch laid off recently like 500 people, but I'm not sure that they were predominantly women. I'm not sure about that. I can't talk about that. Why did they fire them? Because Twitch is losing money. They're not making money. Because I think a lot, and it's not only about Google or Twitch. I think a lot of companies hired a lot of people during the pandemic. I mean, companies that were online, based online, anything to do with online stuff. A lot more people were at home and they were staying online, buying online, doing everything online. And the demand rose and they hire a bunch of people that are now irrelevant now that things went back to normal and people are getting out and they don't stay online as much. Of course they need to fire a lot of people because, especially Twitch, they're not making money. And if I remember correctly, they also cut off the branch from like South Korea. So it's not working in South Korea. South Korea is not supported anymore, and I think they also had a lot of staff members, workers there. So of course they fired a lot of people. If you have new questions that you want to ask me, put them down in the comments in this video and I will answer them in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.